But this guy, he can just basically say, "Hey, white people, we're taking over, and there's nothing you can do if you don't like it. Tough shit." But this is fine. This is totally okay.
White, you're listening to this, listen very closely. Lately, I've been seeing
I'm sure
when
he's
you've been
the
complaining about Islam
absolute intellectual
and
genius,
immigration and stuff like that.
like smartest man on
Uh,
earth, of course.
I'm going to separate the white people in two categories. The Americans, Canadians, and Australians do not count because they are white people that live in a country that's not theirs. You guys have invaded those lands from the rightful owners.
Even though he's
So when
invading.
you guys get back to Europe, then we can talk. But other European white people complaining about immigration and Islam, first of all, I want to tell you that Islam is going to take over every single square
Stop.
of the globe. And you guys might think that it's going to be us, dark skinned people, that are going to take over. No, it's going to be your own people. As you can see how fast Islam is growing. In the next 10, 15 years, every white person is going to have a Muslim member in his family. Nowadays, you see white Europeans with blue eyes and blonde hair reverting back to the truth because they have finally seen the truth. And the thing is, there's nothing you guys can do to stop it. You guys can hate Islam as much as you want. And I want to thank the Western media for spreading Islam. A lot of weak-minded Muslims think that the media is picking on us and bullying us, but really and truly the Western media is working with us. They have succeeded in spreading Islam, but intentionally. A lot of people do not know about Islam, but nowadays we are the most talked about religion on the media, thanks to the Western media spreading it. So I want to say there's nothing you guys can do to stop Islam. Nothing. And also, just to add it,
Muslims
are the ones.
video. He even has to stop.
Yeah,
I bet
just
this
to add
guy
it.
doesn't even
Sorry
work.
about
He's
that.
probably getting free
Just to
government
add,
benefits,
Muslims
Oh, yeah.
always talk about Islam being a religion of peace.
like
Islam
from
is not,
Pakistan or
it's not a
somewhere.
religion of peace. It does
The
not
mom
mean
is
peace.
told him, "Hey, we're
It means
taking over."
to submit to Allah, and it is a religion of justice. Put that in your head. It's the weak so-called Muslims, the cowards of this ummah, that claim that Muslims are religion of peace. I want to clarify that as well. Islam is a religion of justice. We can be peaceful, but when it comes to it, we know how to defend our land, our religion,
Our
and our
land.
honor.
He just came and invaded, but he's not an invader. It's our land. But these are the people they're importing, and the moms are telling them this. They're brainwashing them, and they believe it, and they're acting like they're taking over.
See how the government sees this and they're like, "Oh, bring some more people over."
Yeah, well, the people on the left don't believe it. They
They
just
saying
don't.
it.
Yeah, but they don't. This doesn't get reported on the news because it's offensive to people. So they just, what's crazy is when you look at MI6, like terrorism, it's almost like 80% of their resources, for like terrorism, are on basically Muslims, and it's like 6.5% of the population. So the overwhelming majority of the resources. And the other thing is that when ISIS was around, more British Muslims joined ISIS than joined the British military. They're not loyal to the crown. They don't give a fuck about the UK. They all say they're going to take over, and they're going to eliminate the crown. They're going to eliminate their current form of government. And they're going to impose Sharia law, and it'll be part of the caliphate. And they say another 30 years, the country will be theirs because they're outbreeding the native population. Plus, when one of them comes over, then they do the chain migration where they bring all their family members over and their sisters. So this is a video of a feral leftist who
Oh, I hate this guy.
Oh, he got banned from Twitch a few years ago, apparently, and but he's on Kick. And
No, he's still on Twitch. He's still on Twitch.
No, he got banned in 2022.
No, but he's back on it. He got.
Are you sure?
100. Yeah.
Did he get banned again then? Because
I
I saw the fact check on.
Destiny did.
Let me finish. I saw the fact check on Twitter. They said he was banned in 2022. and he's been banned, and he hasn't been on there since. So, have you seen him on there, or you just think he's?
I've seen him on there. Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
Or are you seeing clips of it?
No, I've seen like him live stream on it. Yeah. I fucking hate this guy. This guy sucked for years. He really
So
sucked.
it's just, people wonder why the things that happened, like Charlie Kirk happened or that Donald Trump happened, and when the media is constantly referring to him as a fascist and a Nazi and Hitler and an existential threat to democracy. And I mean, this guy's a communist anyways, but he's made his money on streaming. And so this is one of the useful idiots that thinks after the commie revolution, he's going to get to be one of the rulers. But he becomes a danger to the regime because he'll have such a big platform. And once the communists take power and he realizes they're not sharing power with him, he starts talking shit and becomes a threat to the regime because then he turns his goons on the regime. And so he's usually, that's what Yuri Bezmenov referred to as the useful idiots. So after the communists take over, he's one of the first people to be lined up against the wall and shot because he becomes a danger to the state. But since he's a danger to the state now because he's, radicalizing people with his, leftist nonsense, let's roll the clip here.
Wait, hold on.
Pull it.
Hold on. Just fact update. He's literally live right now.
Yeah.
And he has 24K people watching.
Okay.
Yeah, he's live on T-Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's continuing to brainwash more people.
Those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the
Replay it.
streets.
Stop
Let
it,
the
Chunky. Go back to the beginning and replay it.
kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
There's a lot more clips.
Yeah. Fuck that.
And he was a
Beta
pussy.
male.
He didn't fight Sam Hyde.
He's hiding
The
in his
boxing
little
thing.
podcast studio, talking like a tough guy while he tries to encourage his followers to go out and commit crimes. So this is somebody that fucked around and is now finding out. Her activist, Riddhi Patel, she went to speak at her city council meeting, and this is in Bakersfield. So she ran her mouth and threatened elected leaders, which is a no-no. So play the video of what she had to say.
You guys want to criminalize us with metal detectors? We'll see you at your house. We'll murder you. And I hope one day somebody brings the guillotine and kills all of you motherfuckers.
That was a threat. And so the officers are going to escort you out and take care of that.
A deputy public defender entered not guilty plea on the health.
I didn't know.
10 counts making terrorism.
Mommy, for me. Oh no. She fucked around and found out. You can't do that. We have laws. We're a nation of laws. Sisters and their brothers and their aunts and uncles, and they all get on government benefits, and they get basically paid to have more kids. And so the British people like are homeless in some cases. They get nothing, and then these people come over here on a fucking boat, and they get free room and board, free health care, free food. They just sit around the house all day and watch TV and have kids and do nothing. And then go to the mosque and then get told that they're taking over. And why wouldn't they think they're taking over? Because the Brits don't stand up to them, and you can't talk about it because if you talk about it on social media, they throw you in jail. Oh, so this is a great clip. So this is the area that what's her name, Elan Omar is from, Dearborn, Michigan.
Well, she's not from there.
Well, yeah, that's the area she represents. Even she says her first allegiance is to Somalia and their homeland.
And Somalia's a shithole too. It's not
And
even a
everything
good
she
country.
does in Congress is, to further the needs of Somalia. It's like, why? If you're in Congress, you're there to represent Americans. It's like, and she's there trying to get money and stuff for Somalia. It's like, what the fuck? It's like it's pretty clear she committed immigration fraud because I guess she married a brother.
What?
She was married to two people. Yeah, she married to her brother so he could get citizenship. And then divorced him and then married some other guy and then divorced him. And then now she's with her current husband who's white, actually. I don't think he's a Muslim. He's some pasty white guy.
She married her brother in America?
He's not. Well, he was from Somalia as well, so she married
Yeah.
him, yeah.
How is that legal?
It's not.
Yeah.
She committed immigration fraud. So because of that, she should be deported. That's what the argument is. But we've known this for several years and nothing's ever come of it. Nobody prosecutes her. But so this is kind of what happens when, so like Dearborn, Michigan is pretty much everybody in the city council, all of them are Muslims. They basically, they're the majority population there. So what happens, they move into an area, they're just so obnoxious towards the natives there. People just move and leave. They don't want to deal with it. And so this particular guy here, who I believe he's a Christian pastor, and so this Muslim city council here in Dearborn, Michigan, decided to name a street after a jihadist terrorist, a Hezbollah jihadist terrorist. And he's like, that's like not a good idea. I'm not for that at all. And you basically get the, hey, fuck you, this is our country, we're taking over, and our version of Islam is taking over, and you're one of the people of the book, you're a fucking infidel, and we don't care what you think. You should just get out of here because we run this place now. I mean, it's his fucking attitude. So this is just pretty telling. All these people, in my opinion, should fucking be deported. They shouldn't be here because they're not here to be Americans. They're here to help gain a majority and then eventually vote in Sharia. And then they're going to, really go hog wild with the ISIS ideology. And Ilhan Omar will lose her job because she won't be allowed to serve in government.
I mean, Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel it's quite inappropriate.
You're an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city. Because you are now somebody who believes in coexistence.
I mean, Hezbollah.
Yeah, he really sounds like he wants to coexist. He's like, hey, just get the fuck out of my city. If you don't like us renaming formerly your streets after our jihadist, leaders, tough shit. Get out of our city. Fuck you. Just carving out a little piece in America. And so these are some Hamas commanders. And again, most people don't know this, but I mean, a couple things about the Palestinians. 80% of them are under 25, and they've been brainwashed by the Hamas TV propaganda since they were little kids, because Hamas took over in 2006. And again, they're not fucking interested in a two-state solution at all. The two-state solution has been offered for decades. It was offered to them before I was even born. Most people don't know that. But they don't want the fucking two-state solution. That's why they always refuse it. They want all Jews dead, and they want Israel wiped off the map, and they want it to be part of their caliphate. And so they believe once they take over that part of the Middle East, then it'll be open season on Christians and Jews and any other infidel. And if you don't convert to their version of Islam, they have every right to murder you. This is the same ideology as ISIS, but you got all these morons in our universities, these professors that fucking no idea. And yet they're educating and brainwashing our children. And again, because you're not going to see this in the evening news, because again, the people that are reporting the news don't even understand this stuff. They don't have any grasp of what's actually going on over there. And if you remember, Ben Rhodes, who was the national security advisor for Barack Obama when he was president, very famously said that the average White House reporter literally knows nothing. They're on average 27 years old and they know nothing. The only things they do know is what we tell them. And so therefore they tell them things, and these idiots that are on average 27 years old just go and report it as if it's the fucking truth. And so this is how Hamas really thinks. They think just like ISIS. It's all part of the same Icahn ideology. Again, this is why the Arabs won't take any of these fucking people into their countries. The Saudis like, no thanks. We've had enough of them. Egypt's like, hey, they built their wall higher. They put more wire. They put more guards in the border. Like, no thanks. We're going to pass on Palestinians. The Jordanians have they tried to overthrow us. We're going to pass on any Palestinians here. The Kuwaitis are like, no thanks. We kicked out tens of thousands of them after the Gulf War. We don't want any of them here either. So none of the Arabs will take these fucking animals. And Israel is doing the dirty work to take care of these fucking inbred fucking morons. So let's hear what these charming individuals have to say. It says, by God, if we chase the Jews from Palestine and they don't surrender to Islam, even if they go to the end of the world, we shall chase them and kill them. And then we will call all Christians to Islam. Because this is the only religion of compassion.
نعم أنا أوصي أولا يعني الإخوة المجاهدين في سرايا القدس أن يستمروا في عملهم المقاوم.
They believe that the apocalypse will happen when all Jews are dead, and the prophet will return, basically.
نحن الذين عمروا آخرتهم. والله لو
So at the end of the day, they want all Jews and Christians dead. So they give you three options, you know, just like ISIS did, Boko Haram does, Al Qaeda does. They say, well, we're calling you to Islam. You need to believe in our version of Islam. And if you say, I'm going to pass on that, thank you. Then they say, okay, well, you can live as a dhimmi, a second-class citizen, as a Christian or a Jew or whatever. Well, not Jew, and they just want to kill them all. But they'll, as long as you pay the jizya tax, they'll provide safety for you. And, you know, you can still be Christian, but you still, when you leave the house, your wife's got to wear the veil and all that stuff. And you got to follow our laws. And if you don't, you'll get the Sharia punishments for them. And if you don't like that, option number 2, well, option number 3 is they fight you till they kill you. Those are their 3 choices. Or that's what they're all about. So sounds like a wonderful plan.